So here's a few little things that you can take into consideration if you're a man and you feel stressed when you're coming home from work and you're taking it out on the family, or you feel like you don't want to spend time with anybody and you feel guilty. So these are simple things that are normally overlooked, and they might even sound too simple, but I'm telling you, these are the simple things that a lot of people overlook. Going back to the basics here and just giving you a few tips just to be able to spend more time with the people that you care about. Quality time I'm talking about, not just showing up and trying to struggle through the day and just tick the boxes, okay? So I put this up as a text post, little tips for you to kind of take back control of your own body and your own mind, just with simple stuff, just to sit back and reset instead of just going through the whole week and feeling like, where's the week gone? Once you decide to purposely and consciously slow down and just apply some sort of structure to your own life, to your own personal kind of space, not just work. Like a lot of people have structures for work and structures for all the things in their life, but they don't have a structure to slow down and just, calibrate to the moment and just go, what am I actually doing? So when you finish work, when you get home, if you're in the car, a simple thing that you can do, and it's overlooked. I know it's going to sound simple, but when you get control of this, you'll get control of your nervous system and your mind, is to slow down your breathing. Just sit there for a few minutes and take a deep breath in and slow your breathing down. If you look at most men, they have shallow breathing. They're really shallow breathing, and that's related to stress. So if you see anybody that's stressed, they usually have shallow breath. When you take a deep breath in and then a longer exhale and slow down your breath, you'll notice that you'll start to calm down and your awareness will start to spread. You'll become more aware of everything that's in the room, all the other choices that you might not be thinking about, because when you're stressed, your focus narrows and you only see what you're paying attention to at that moment, and it could be a problem. When you slow down your breath, you slow down your nervous system and you expand your awareness so you can get to see things that you might not see when you're stressed. It's overlooked, and I'm telling you, it's one of the most simple things that you can do that will help you to change how you feel. Just sit in the car. This helps you leave the stress behind, brings you back into the moment, and all of a sudden you're not in the future past anymore. You're just like, and you just take a little deep breath in. Go spend time with your family or the people that you love. And knowing what's really bugging you helps as well. If you're snapping or you're moody with your partner or your kids, just ask yourself, is this really them that's causing me to feel this way, or is it just stress from work, or is it stress from money or something? Because naming it in that moment, naming what's bugging you, helps you to control yourself instead of feeling guilty or, in that moment making somebody else feel like, making them feel bad instead, taking it out on them. It's good just to keep that in mind. And remember, you're on the same team. This one's important. If you're feeling snappy or ratty with your family or the people around you and you're just not doing, when you're feeling all that guilt, you shouldn't be, and it's not them. If you're having an argument with your partner or someone in your family or a colleague, anybody, imagine that there's your partner and then there's the problem. And you're working together to solve the problem, not fight with each other. It's easy to blame the other people that you love when you're stressed. The problem is usually something outside of you, and nobody wants to have the problem. But remember that the fight with the person, not the fight with the person, the fight with the problem instead of the person. So see the problem as separate. There's you, there's the other person, and then there's the problem outside. And the two of you are fighting with the problem, because sometimes you forget that and you start to fight with the person instead of the problem. But no one really wants to have the problem. Just take that time just to consider that. And maybe when you're doing this stuff, one of these will pop up in your head and you'll slow down and you'll take a little bit of time to consider these things. Remember, I'm not trying to get you to remember this as like a ritual, because nobody can stick to that. Life is going to throw stuff at you. But every now and again, if you get these things popping into your mind, it could make a big difference, So number 4, make the most out of the time that you have. Even if you feel tired or you got home late, small things matter. Ask your kids about their day, play a quick game with them, or just spend a little bit of time just listening. Asking them questions and listening to them without actually giving them advice. It's very easy to want to give them advice all the time, but sometimes the best thing you can do is just shut up and just listen and ask a question to them, and just ask them questions about their day. This little moment can mean a lot to them, especially your partner. If you just sit down and go, hey, what's happening today? What happened in your life? And just practice spending that time just listening and asking them questions and being curious about them. You'll be surprised how good that can make them feel. You don't need to give them advice all of the time. You don't need hours to do this. A few minutes can make a difference. Just show up for a few good minutes, ask them questions, and just shut the fuck up and listen. So, guilt. This is number 5. Use guilt to make a change instead of feeling guilty, because guilt is normal if you do something wrong or you're not spending enough time with your family. It's normal. That's just there as a signal to remind you that something needs to change, but you shouldn't have to sit in it. So instead of beating yourself up, do one small thing better. Go, okay, I'm feeling guilty. I should spend more time with my family. Just do one small thing. Use it as leverage, as momentum to help you to change. And don't wait for tomorrow to do it. Just like send a kind text message to one of them or offer them help. Just check with them and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I'm just calling you for no reason at all. Just thinking, how are you? Do something. A small action can make a big difference, and it can help you feel proud of yourself if you do it. So tip number 6, remember, this is just a conversation. I'm putting them in numbers and order just so that you can like pick one that's probably relates more to you and you want to go back and check it out or write it down. Either way is good. So I'm just shooting the breeze here. I'm just giving you some ideas of how to just slow down and just stop taking life so seriously and just take in the small precious moments, okay? So number 6, we'll call this number 6. Protect some family time each day. You'll hear this a lot. Very difficult to do. I'm not saying it's easy. It's a challenge. Pick a short time every night with no phone, no work, just family. And it's getting harder to do this because you're so primed and wired into just checking in on your phone all the time. Just imagine you're treating it like an important meeting. When you protect your family time, you recharge yourself and you show your loved ones that they really matter. Switch the phone off. It will be there. All the drama will be there when you go back, whether you pick up the phone or not constantly. It's going to be there. So you're not weak or failing when you're doing this. It's tough. You know, when you can't put your phone down, you pick it back up and you feel guilty, and all of a sudden a few hours are gone. Just doing this small thing can help. And I'm saying simple things here. These aren't complicated things. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so you can start to just apply this way of thinking to your life. These small things help. They help you to show up for your family and for yourself. When you slow down your breathing, when you stop and you ask questions and you listen, these are the most important things that you'll be glad that you did. You won't be glad that you picked your phone up and checked your email every 10 seconds. So just take this into consideration. Real men do not have to be perfect. You just have to keep trying, keep showing up, and keep thinking, how can I improve myself? This is the time to do it. Now is the time to start thinking, okay, I need to slow down. I need to take a little bit of time with myself. And I'm just here doing these videos and helping you to take into consideration some possibilities that you can apply to your life, and just think about them and check in every day with me. I'm going to be putting stuff up here regularly. Go over the stuff that I've already put up and just start to think about, I'm working on myself now. I'm working on how to change myself in a practical, solution-focused way. That's why I'm here. So thank you for watching this video. I'm Paul Campbell. I'll see you in the next one.